Hi, my name's Kathleen, and growing up I had 12 au pairs. I was one when we got our first au pair, and then we had au pairs until I was turning 14. And it was great because I was an only child, but it never felt like it since I felt like I had a big sister constantly, which was great. Every au pair affected me differently because every au pair was so different. So I can remember, certain au pairs got me into reading, and then certain au pairs helped me with my building my confidence. They all really embedded a love of traveling in me. So that's why part of the reason I studied abroad in college in Spain. And one of my au pairs is a speech language pathologist, and I remember her talking about it and studying for it after she left our house, and I became so interested in it that's what I ended up studying, and now I'm a speech language pathologist. So when I visited her in Germany, I was able to go to her private practice that she works at and meet some of her clients and spend time with her, and we're able to bond over that, which is really cool. I think the hardest part about having au pairs was always saying goodbye. So my parents always told me, you're gonna go visit them someday. You're gonna do a big trip and you're gonna see them, you're gonna visit them. And so when I studied abroad my junior year, I extended my stay in Europe for about a month. So I went up to Switzerland, spent time with an au pair there. And then I went through Germany, and in Germany I saw probably 6 or 7 au pairs. I traveled up to Sweden and spent midsummer with an au pair there. And it was great because I did go see some big cities, but I went to a lot of small towns where there wasn't much to do, but I got to spend time with my au pairs, which was the best part. And I got to meet their kids, which was so much fun. So it just kind of felt like, since I was already in Spain for the semester, I was fortunate enough to be able to add on that extra month to travel to go see all of them. Then a year later, I went to Peru for a few weeks because I had an au pair living there with her husband, and I just stayed with them and their new baby for a few weeks. So that was really fun too. We have had au pairs come to visit us in the States. Some of them have brought their families with them, so we've gotten to spend summers at the pool with my au pairs and their kids, just like they spent summers at the pool with me when I was a kid. And we've had some that have surprised me by coming home for the summer or for holidays, which is always really exciting and emotional. And we even had one go to grad school in Ohio while I grew up in Illinois. And we still had an au pair at that time. So those two au pairs met and became very close friends. So I even had the experience of having 2 au pairs at once to hang out with. So they try to visit whenever they can. We try to visit whenever we can. We're definitely in touch around the holidays. We always, send each other messages for Christmas and the big holidays and birthdays. Some still send packages to my parents. And some of them still say their best Christmas was the one they spent in the US with us, just because they were worried because they were about 19 and had never been away from their family at Christmas. But my family, they've said, did a really good job welcoming them into our family, so they didn't feel as sad about being away from home. And we just have so many things to laugh about and remember and look through. Every, family Christmas photo over the years has an au pair in it. So it's fun to look back and remember those times. My family and I literally talk about, my parents and I talk about things that happened when I was a kid, and we can figure out when it happened based on what au pair was with us. We're like, oh, we did that trip when Steffi was our au pair, so that means I was 8 years old. So it's just an ingrained part of my life. To me, being part of a global family means that I have 12 big sisters who live all around the world, and each one brought something different to my family and helped make me into the person I am today. As I've even followed the career path of one of them, and I've gone to their weddings, and I've been in their weddings, and I hope that they'll all come to my wedding someday, because they're my sisters, they're family.